Hey everybody! The long-awaited 12th episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse is finally out. It turned out to be not as long as previous, but really cool and interesting. What happened with Titan Drillman? Who is hiding behind that TV man and who teleported at the end of the episode? And now I will make a complete detailed analysis of the 12th episode of Skibidi Multiverse for you. Get your tea and snacks ready, you're gonna enjoy it! Let's go! In the first frame, we see the same thing we saw on the leak in Dom Studios' Discord channel. The Titan Clockman is lying in front of us without clocks on his shoulders. Maybe in episode 10, the toilet welder takes it off this guy. We also see two agents on Titan. It's TV Man Scientist and Kaku Clockman. I think they're trying to fix the core. I think this dude is probably a scientist too. But without the white coat, he obviously knows how the Titan works. Also, we see this long-headed guy in the Clockman helicopter, and he's not taking any part at all. Maybe this nerd is still reading his biology book or something, and he don't give a damn about Titan. There are three more agents standing near the Titan. One of them is holding a clipboard, probably with some blueprints. And there is a Drillman helicopter here, but we don't see any Drillman around, and it's kind of weird. They flew here in their transport and decided to just stay in. Actually, as I said in my previous analysis, Skibidi won't let the Clockman Titan be taken away so easily, and they'll want to capture him back to continue their experiments. Next, the Alliance squad is attacked by the Skibidi, and we can finally see the first Drillman who managed to get out of his helicopter. Also, there are two cameramen cars. They look like armored vehicles, but without any weapons and with big cameras on the roof. We saw similar vehicles with cameras in the original series Skibidi Toilet in the early episodes. Most likely, this is how all the cameramen vehicles look like. I also noticed that the Drillman decided not to shoot. While the cameramen are trying to protect the Titan, this dude is standing there just staring at absolutely nothing. A second later, the POV turns and we see this. Oh my god, really? It's a Skibidi bathtub. There seems to be no limit to their creators' craziness, and they're serious about making a lot of these tubs. So, what's next? A Skibidi sink? Or maybe a Skibidi washing machine that will goofy spin with a head? Damn, I hope to see that in the future as well. I wonder what these guys' plan is. Are they just going to call agents to get a little bubbles in their bathtub? Anyway, let's moving on. In general, it seems that the Skibidi have become much smarter. Almost all of them have armor shields, but apparently it doesn't help them too much. This toilet didn't realize to raise his shield, and the agent hit him in the eye with his laser, and he decided to just flush, probably out of shame, I don't know. And this Skibidi apparently got sick and just fell down. He didn't even get a hit. After that, a huge armored toilet comes out to us. He's got headphones and 4 rocket launchers. By the way, it's very interesting that Skibidi decided to put on headphones right now when there are a lot of speaker helicopters in one place. Although they probably put them on against the Speakerman Titan. But then why the toilets didn't wear them before, I don't know. There is a temporary base and computer next to it, and it's not clear who it all belonged to yet, but I guess we'll find that out soon. Next, the Titan begins to burn the rocket toilet with his flamethrowers, and we see how these rockets started to explode. That's why this Skibidi doesn't have any more rockets in this shot. Speakerman finally runs out of fuel in his flamethrowers, but he finds another way to use these things. Red Guy just pulls off his guns and decides to feed this hungry Skibidi with it. And to make his lunch better, he gives him a classical music session a little bit. Titan commands the agents to cover their ears, but these dudes don't seem to care at all about what's going on, especially this blood. Skibidi can't take that much kindness and falls asleep after lunch. What the hell was that crap coming out of his ears? Ew, that's disgusting. A second later, another batch of chops comes out to the Titan. Let's take a close look at them. This mutant apparently has an entire toilet made of some kind of strong material. He also has an armor plate and 2 large lasers. They are very similar to the G-Man's lasers from the last episode of Skibidi Toilets. But here, these things are not as powerful for some reason. Also, he has a helmet. I guess it saves him from the Titan cameraman's hammer blows. Well, at least it should save him. And this dude looks like some kind of an artillery piece. He's got 2 wheels on the back, metal arms, and a launcher. But the problem is he shoots toothpicks. Speakerman doesn't seem to care. He didn't even feel them. Before the toothpicks were fired, the 2 helicopters realized what they had signed up for and decided to just get the hell out of here. He wanted to fly away so much he did it right through the house. This big fella pulls out a couple knives and starts throwing them with his speaker. The speaker woman seems to have taught him her moves, and I wonder what else they did together. But I don't really care because I'm a Chad, you know? After exchanging pleasantries, another Skibidi rides out to join us. He also has headphones and an armored helmet, although it looks more like a cap, to be honest. Also, this mutant has 8 circular saws, glasses, and a lowering shield with the help of which he blocks the Titan's knife. This whole thing is standing on tracks, and jet boosters allow him to move. Next to the toilet, we see a screen with a Morse code message. I translated it for you and it says TDM is okay. That's a Titan Drillman for those of you who didn't know. Someone sent us this message. Maybe it was from creators, and it's great that this guy is okay. In episode 11, the cameraman sticks a spear in his core, but it seems the Drillman is a lot stronger than I thought. Sawyer starts to accelerate, but then Titan Cameraman comes to the rescue. He rushes right at the saws, but they don't seem to be doing him any damage. Titan starts frying the mutant with his core to a well-done state, but it seems to be overcooked it a bit and the head turned into a goddamn skull. At this time, Speakerman Titan shakes off the sticking toothpicks. Next, the Speakerman shows another reinforcement of bad guys, but the cameraman says he can handle it on his own and orders his friend to fly away. Speakerman agrees with him and flies off into the next episode. Look over here again. We still don't see any Drillmen. Hello guys, where are you? Titan Cameraman starts sliding his cameras behind. I'm guessing he has a little storage area in his back where he puts them when putting his guns into action. However, instead of firing his cannons, he activates his energy shield and rushes at this flying squad like a kamikaze. At this moment, the agents start to leave and get into their vehicles. It looks like the Alliance has finished all their business here. The camera zooms in and we can get a better look at these guys. There's a regular cameraman on the left with a tablet in his hands. Next to him is a TV man, but we haven't seen him in this multiverse yet. He clearly looks like this guy from the original Skibidi Toilet series, but there's also a figure standing behind him. You can clearly see shoes and a long cape, and it's much longer than the cameraman's or this Clockman's ones. We can't see his head, and it's very strange. And the most unusual thing is that this mysterious figure seems to be holding TV Man's hands as if to control him. Maybe the others just don't see it, and it's possible that this dude could be a traitor under someone else's control. I also have a theory that this is Dafook, the Skibidi Toilet's author, and he flew with this TV man into the Clockman multiverse to help the agents here. Although if you remember how they help in difficult situations, I wouldn't really trust them. One thing I can say for sure, this is no ordinary character, and we were definitely shown him for a reason. Next, 2 scientists are teleported to the main Clockman. This scientist is also a reference to episode 66 of the original series. He has the same lab coat, the same name tag, and a round antenna over his head. Kaku Clockman starts showing the boss that there's something wrong with the Titan. I don't know exactly what that means in their language, but from his reaction it sounds like something really, really bad. Maybe the Clockman Titan can still be fixed, but it will be very hard and take a long time. I hope they can make it work. We see Cameraman Titan upset. He looks at his hand and realizes that he is the one who destroyed his friend. I can imagine his feelings when he destroyed his allies and he realized it, but can't do anything because of the parasite in his body. At that moment, someone starts teleporting. And look at how much black fog has started appearing. It's clearly someone big and powerful. Among all the Skibidi, only the magnetic big boy was able to teleport, and I'm sure someone else from the Skibidi toilets can manage to do such tricks. The cameraman prepares his weapon and looks at the agents, but I noticed that the TV men didn't react in any way to this teleportation. However, from their reaction, I think it's a big ally that teleported, maybe even it's Cinemaman. I don't know if he will be improved in this multiverse too, but if so, it would be really awesome. Titan Cameraman relaxes and the episode ends at this moment. However, there are still a lot of questions that we haven't gotten answers to yet. It seems to me that these guys right here along with Cinemaman are not just a reference to Skibidi toilets. They will be directly involved in the events of the multiverse, and maybe we will see a big collab of these 2 universes in the future. Can you imagine how legendary that would be? I am so hyped to see how it goes. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Hope you've enjoyed it. And that was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!